Welcome back to the third hour of today. Al, of course, Craig in Studio 1A, Chanel and I, like so many of you, working from home. And our next story is a powerful one. It's all about community coming together to help a teenager who's battling COVID-19. 17-year-old Nick Butler of Columbus, Ohio, has been in the hospital for 2 weeks. He's been on a ventilator, fully sedated. His family not knowing if he would make it. Doctors knowing he needed a plasma transfusion, but the caveat is Nick didn't qualify for the current FDA clinical trials or the donor registry because he's under 18. But his family, friends, and doctors came to the rescue. Nick's dad, Paul, is joining us now from Nick's hospital room, where he himself has been quarantined for 2 weeks. Paul, good morning, and thanks for joining us. We really appreciate it.
Good morning, Al. Thanks for having us.
Hey, so your son Nick already had a compromised immune system, a condition where his body doesn't make enough antibodies. He lost his hair, so contracting this virus was really, really dangerous. What happened as his condition deteriorated?
So he had a cold about 2 weeks ago, and as the cold continued to get worse, we got antibiotics from our pediatrician, which normally knocks the cold out, because our family had had cold on and off since January, and during that time, no one had a fever, so we weren't really too worried about the coronavirus. We were worried about it from the outside, but we didn't think we had met all the requirements to go get tested. So we all kind of fought it off. Nick got a cough, and then he started to get a fever, which we couldn't break. The cough got worse. We went to Nationwide on a Thursday to have him tested and have him looked at. And then they immediately called back and said that he had tested positive. At that point, he had a fever of like 104. When we got the call, we were actually on the way down to the hospital to get him admitted. And that was 2 Fridays ago today.
So you've been in Nick's room for 2 weeks, quarantined with him. Your wife, Kelly, can only see you guys through FaceTime. This has got to be really tough for your family.
So over the course of the weekend, he deteriorated. And Sunday night was a very bad night. And Monday morning, so we're in a protective room that has negative ventilation, so that hopefully none of the disease would get out of the room. And Monday morning, the ICU team came in and took over, and that's when they incubated him and put the breathing tube down his throat. It's probably like the worst day of my life. Because it happened so fast, because like in 10 minutes they said, we're gonna incubate him, we're gonna put this tube down his throat, and you may not talk to him, he's not gonna be able to talk to you again. And then at that same point, there's like these end-of-life decisions that need to be made. So it was tough.
Little baby.
At that time, we got my wife on FaceTime, and we had a conversation, and like with a room full of people, like 10 people, and they're bringing equipment in, and they're doing all these things, and certainly one of the low points.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even imagine. But the good news is he's doing better because of these plasma transfusion, and you found donors. It took a grassroots effort. Tell us about that.
So immediately when we got here at Nationwide, Dr. Bastillo, who is Nick's immunology doctor, tried to get him into these trials, and we were successful in one trial drug called Remdesivir, which they started on Sunday night. The next piece was the plasma trial that Nick didn't qualify for. They tried to override it, and they couldn't do it. So one of the infectious disease doctors, Dr. Shimamura, came in, and we had this conversation about plasma and the fact that the process for children's plasma is a little higher. There's more screening that needs to be done to get children's plasma. And the fact that Children's Hospital can't request or solicit or let anyone know that they need this thing, and they said, but we could do this on our own. And, Nick's sedated, I'm in this room, and I'm like, yeah, we can do this. And Aaron Galloway, Scott Miller, so many people came together to help out, to basically put this Facebook group together. And from that, it's just been incredible, simply humbling.
And Nick's doing better now, and we are so thankful and grateful. And Paul, I hope you'll keep us updated on his recovery. And we wish you, Nick, Kelly, your whole family all the best. And if folks at home would like to help Nick's family and find out more about the donation process, go to our website, thirdhourtoday.com. Craig?
All right. Al, thank you so much for that. When we come back,